Hi everyone, so we're going to take a quick look at the Enterprise BTEC Level 2 Component 3 Promotion and Finance for Enterprise exam paper here. So this is a real exam paper, not a sample paper. This is from February 2019. It's a 2-hour paper, got to use black pen, and it's 60 marks. Okay, so let's take a look. Right, so it always starts off with the case study here. So you've got to make sure that you read the case study carefully and that you make a note of some of the key points here. So we can see this is about a small business which is providing gardening services to homeowners. Okay, so geographic market segmentation is going to be really relevant here. As well as possibly hire purchase for hiring any equipment, okay, so or buying any equipment. Now, what else? Well, next question really then focuses on just making sure that you know these different documents, these financial documents that you've got to be aware of. Then we've got some state questions, which really are just encouraging you to state these different points here and just identify those answers nice and quickly. Then we move through to another knowledge question on statement of formula, and then we've got a question here which is just really about looking at a calculation, and you may want to pause this and give this a go. We'll be looking at model answers later on the channel for this exam. Make sure you're tip top on that front. And then we've got this information here. So Jasmina sent you the following email. Can you place the following order with easy save? So there we go, we've got that email, and we've got to complete that purchase order form based on that information provided, and then work out each of those different areas there. Now, we've then got another question, which is once again a calculation-based question. This one about calculating gross profit, and this explain question, the 2-mark question. So you've got to provide, firstly, one method of identification, and then you've got to elaborate on that point and explain that point. Then we can see we have a 4-mark question explaining 2 actions Jasmina could take to improve the enterprise's retained profit. So we can see retained profit has fallen from 2016 there through to 2017. All right, so you've got to make 2 ways in which, or just identify 2 actions that she can take to sort that out and just briefly explain them. Jasmina believes carrying out targeted advertising would help inform potential business customers about her services. Okay, state the meaning of 2 basic aspects of advertising. So the message and the medium, nice and straightforward, 2 marks available. Now we've got a cash flow forecast to complete. Okay, so this just shows you how sort of demanding some of the elements in the paper actually are. And of course, by all means, go back over this, pause it, have a go at the answers, see how you're looking on these areas. Now, we've then got this information for the cash flow forecast. Okay, so we can see all of that information there about what's coming in, what's going out, and explain 2 solutions that would improve the negative closing balance that she faces. And then we've got the liquid capital ratio being provided for us. That's really crucial to be aware of that. That's one less thing you need to worry about revising there, and the calculation that's necessary there to obtain 1 mark. Next up, we can see that we've also got net profit margin, and we can see that we're given that information as well. Okay, so that's very helpful. Let's keep going through. And we can see we've then got to plot out a break-even chart. Okay, so many of you become real experts at this, so I'm sure you do a cracking job there, and we can see that there's 4 marks available for that. Now, by completing the break-even, she's now able to calculate her margin of safety. Okay, so this calculation is also provided for you, so that's good news. And then we're into activity 5, and this is where the questions start getting longer. Okay, so we can see the questions are now 3, 4. We've got a 1 mark, okay, and then we're into a 4 mark, a 2 mark, and of course the final question is the most detailed one, and that really requires 2 explanations plus a justification or evaluation. Okay, great stuff, guys. I hope that's been useful. Just have that oversight of the paper. As I say, we'll be running through some exemplar answers for these different types of questions there on the channel very soon. See you soon.